right, so I'm here with Brad Norman from the Warrior Ascent program and the promotion. Brad, obviously got a nice tournament coming up on the 16th of June in Houghton Estates. How are you feeling?
Yeah, so 16th of June, we've got a tournament, the Coliseum of Combat 3.
Yes.
It's at the Victory Theatre. It's on a Monday, which is cool, public holiday, and we're featuring 10 bouts.
I was about to say, when was the last time we had boxing on a Monday? But obviously with it being a public holiday, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I've never actually gone to boxing on a Monday. But I think in Japan, boxing is actually on a Monday or Tuesday.
Boxing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think.
So we're following our partners, TMK.
Yeah.
We work with closely in Japan, so it's something to do this Youth Day.
You mentioned TMK. Obviously, Tomoki Kameda fought over the last weekend to a close decision against Angelo Leo. Do you know anything about his career and whether he's going to continue going on?
No, he's definitely carrying on. He lost, I think, a majority decision.
Yep.
To Angelo Leo, who's a really good boxer. It was a really good fight. I think he put pressure on too late this time compared to when he fought Lamini in the second fight. He put pressure from the start, in my view.
Yeah, it's a fine balance because it's world level, right? All these guys are super good and
they're all so close. Like they level so close to each other. It's really hard to judge who wins these fights. But Tomoki's a really good boxer. He's a role model for a lot of our boxers here. So is Lorato.
Yep.
A lot of guys look up to Lorato as well. And I'm sure he'll be back in the ring soon. I know John Masamba's going to fight on the 6th of July in Japan, so that'll be his second pro fight.
Talking about John Masamba, you have his brother fighting on June the 16th, which is a nice story. Akeem, he seems like a great personality coming into the game.
Yeah, so Akeem is John's younger brother. He obviously looks up to his older brother. Akeem's had a hard journey, harder than John. He's struggled outside of the ring, so for him to be making his pro debut is already an achievement for himself.
And just looking at the rest of the pool, so I'll quickly go through who had some good contests here. I said in particular, Sipa and Chile versus Rafio Numashungwa was going to be a barn burner. I think that's potential fight of the night. What's your thoughts on that?
So yeah, there's 10 bouts. Chili Boy and Rafio is a really good bout. I think it's so close. It's hard to tell who's going to win that. Might have to even do that bout again, depending on how it goes, because I can see it being super close. Then you've got Bangile Nyangane versus Bangile is fighting against Piri.
Yeah.
That fight, if you actually see it, like you say a fight's 50-50, but if you actually go on BoxRec and use the predictor, it's literally 50-50, which is crazy. So that could also happen again, that fight, maybe for a title next time, depending on how it goes. You've got the main event, Kotompa versus Ngamu, is also, it's like 60-40 or something like that. So they're really close fights. We aim at putting on 50-50 fights because our goal is to get the guys overseas and showcase the best of Africa to the world.
Well, let's talk about that as well, because we speak about good matchups, and obviously guys got to take a step and they got to beat the hard matches as well before they go international. Who is the matchmaker for you?
So we work closely with Willie, but ourselves, the WBC, we try and match the fights as well. So the main goal is to get the guys overseas to fight at a world level, because there's just not enough opportunities and money-wise for the guys to make a living. You have to go at an overseas level. So we really don't build any records. I mean, our fights, main events, we've had guys draw, we've had guys lose. So we're not making fights for guys to win. We really need them to compete. Obviously, we're not going to throw someone in a level that is dangerous for them, but yeah, that's the goal.
Let's talk about overseas fights, because in the Saudi league now, obviously Becky Maitse is doing really well. It wasn't a good results for the other two guys that from the gym. Albanos had a hard draw.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he had a hard draw, and of course Adesadon as well. But he fought well, but just didn't get the decision.
No, he did really well. So yeah, the guys, since we've started, we've had about 6 shows, and we've had at least 10 guys go overseas since then. So in Saudi at the Boxing Grand Prix, we had 3 of the Warrior Ascent athletes there.
Yeah.
We had Michael Adesadon. He fought at super lightweight, and he's actually a super feather. So there we just took a chance, and he ended up fighting against the 3-time amateur Uzbek robot. So not even champion, I'd say. It was just a robot. But he lost on points, which was against probably the favorite in that division. Then Albanos lost a super close fight to an undefeated American. But he's actually going back now for the second round as a replacement again. So there'll be 2 replacements, which means he will fight if there's no one pulling out. So he's back in the Grand Prix, which is really cool. And then of course Becky won his fight against the undefeated Colombian, who was 15-0. But I feel the reason he did so well in that fight is the way he was pushed last year. And I think he fought 5 fights in 1 year, losing 1 split decision in a Gauteng title fight, then fighting for an ABU SADC fight. So we really are pushing the guys so they can achieve their dreams and reach their goals on the international stage.
I know we do talk about the big international fights and the promotion as well, but I couldn't help but hear a lot of the guys speak about Zolani Tete coming into the camp as well. When did you decide to move him in?
So Zolani is helping out at the camp, and he's helping out at the gym. Thanks to Mla and his team in East London. A lot of their boxers also preparing at the gym, face-to-face, who fought in the previous tournament. He was at the gym. Togo, who won the SA title, he's at the gym. So we're starting to work a lot closer with them. And Zolani, obviously, is still a professional boxer, so he's going to return to the ring soon. He's not an official trainer, but he's experienced, and I don't know if you've met Zolani, but he's really intense. So he's just really raised intent. Like his eyes, man, he scares me even. I'm scared of Zolani myself.
Any chance he returns on your tournament?
We'll have to see. I mean, Zolani's got Lastborn Promotions. He's got his own promotion company that we're starting to work closer with, but I'm sure he's going to be back soon, and I wouldn't want to be the guy fighting him. I mean, I used to see Zolani when I used to go to Nick Durant's gym as a kid. I used to see him and his brother, and I was like, these guys are next level, and he brings that intensity that Nick and Damien still carries in his gym at Durant's.
Well, let's go back to the tournament really quickly. Top of the bill, who's main eventing?
Main event, so we've got a triple header, but the main event's Kotompa versus Ngamu, which is a really good fight. Both of them want to go international after this. After that, you have Bangile versus Piri, which is that 50-50 fight. And then you've got Paul Kamanga making his return to the ring against Isaac Zebra Jr. From Uganda, whose dad was probably one of Uganda's best ever fighters.
Let's talk about Paul Kamanga. I mean, it was touch and go. I thought he was retired for a while. What was the choice? What was the discussion? Let's put it like when you came across him.
Paul's been pestering me to fight, so you know how he is. He's your friend. He's a nice guy. And then Isaac, I've been working with in Uganda. He helped the last time we brought a Ugandan who came and won in our main event against Mehdi. So they're part of that Ugandan Bombers team, which is the amateur team, and they're like super well traveled and great boxers. So Isaac is going to fight Paul, which is a big step up for him. I think he's only 4-0, and I mean, Paul's a former WBC international champion.
Yeah.
So that's a great fight.
Going off your last, just talking about Uganda, going off the last tournament, obviously Bogwi Shadiri beat Jason Mehdi in that fight there. Are you working with Bogwi in the future?
He's on his own mission at the moment, but we always we're happy to help anyone. Like I say, we've helped in a lot of fights, not just as Warrior Ascent, but as the WBC office. We've made a number of fights overseas for guys that aren't from our gym or anything. I mean, we helped Smash with Colleen get to that fight. We've helped. I mean, I think we've had 3 women's WBC silver fights in Mexico. We've helped. We also had Siko. We helped Siko. So we're willing to help anyone. That's our job as a WBC office. On my point, is to produce champions from Africa. So we're happy to help anyone that comes to us. Obviously, you have to see your level to help. You can't just go and fight the WBC silver fight or whatever the case is. But yeah, I don't know what Bowagi's plan is, but yeah, I have no idea.
All right, so I just wanted to go off that one, but yeah, seeing as you do work with not just South African fighters, but African. It's the WBC Africa. Yeah. So I suppose you got a whole bunch of different guys coming in asking. You must get a lot of DMs for opportunities.
Oh yeah, we definitely get a lot of guys coming. The gym, as we say, the WBC gym in town is free, open to any boxers that are professional or licensed amateurs. Even they come with their own coaches. I mean, I see Kolani's there with his boxers now, but the gym is open to anyone, and anyone that comes, we'll try to get you an opportunity, because we have to work together to get more opportunities for African boxers, and that's our main goal.
I wanted to ask, because a lot of people probably have this question, like when it comes to like Coach Butsi, when it comes to Coach Sikhle, like is there a predetermined sort of who's the head trainer, or how does that work?
No, so as a boxer, a lot of boxers they don't really have a say in their career, which is not right. If you look overseas, a boxer chooses his trainer for that camp. I mean, Canelo picks Eddie Reynoso. You see Ryan Garcia changing camps all the time. So as a boxer, we tell them, you shouldn't be told what to do. Your trainer shouldn't usually be your manager and your promoter and everything, because then, you know, does he have your best interests at mind? We don't know. So the guys come and then they say, look, I'm comfortable with this trainer or that trainer. We say, okay, we agree he's a good trainer and he can help you with this aspect. So a lot of the fights you'll see guys coming in at Warrior Ascent with different trainers in the corner.
Yeah,
that's how we sort of work it. There's no head trainer.
Okay, yeah, I mean, because I do see France. Sorry, I also forgot to mention France Ramabolo as well, who's in the mix there. And now you said Zolani Tete, which I've heard. So with all that being said, in the corner, come fight night, a lot of WBC Warrior Ascent guys will be representing. So you wanted to say?
Yeah, so a lot of guys. I don't even know who's coming in with whose corners, but like I have an idea. Artie should be with France because they've done the whole camp together. They've been close. But like Chili Boy changes every day. I mean, they obviously the coaches meet before and discuss what they're working on. Bangile's got his own coach. A lot of guys on the Warrior Ascent Promotions also aren't Warrior Ascent athletes. We're looking to get anyone a chance. And then we've got a bunch of boxers actually coming from Cape Town that work with Felix Vengenaye.
Okay, yes.
He's got 2 women boxers, Hannah van Worth, who made van Viet, she says is how you should say it in German. She just made her debut in Malawi. She lost on points, but the lady she fought came in like 6 kgs overweight. But as you know, foreign boxers aren't allowed to make their debut in South Africa. Then he's got another boxer. Owen, of course. Owen's on the card. I even forgot about that fight. He's fighting Lakulo. So there's a lot of fights on this. And then there's another lady in the featherweight division that's coming here called Teresa. I think she's going to give some people a surprise. She's a bit of a monster.
All right, we're looking forward to her. Is she on debut?
No, she also made a debut now in Zim. Okay. She was meant to fight against one lady, and the lady pulled out on the day of the fight, so she ended up fighting against the Zimbabwe national champion, and then they fought to a draw, but I don't know, it was a bit of a controversial draw, in my opinion.
All right, so you rate her. We are going to see a stacked bill, 10 fights on her card.
Yeah.
So obviously you're going to have your work cut out for you that night.
Well, not myself. The coaches, they've organized who's in every corners. I'm just going to be with you guys in the crowd, watching, enjoying, and hopefully like giving the spectators what they want to see in boxing, which is 50-50 exciting fights with exciting fighters. We also got, I forgot to mention, my amigo Moslan. They call him Tyson. Okay. So he's making his South African debut after he debuted in Malawi, I think like 2 months ago. He's a super exciting fighter. I don't know if you saw him at the licensing, the BSA licensing.
I wasn't there, no.
He's going to be exciting. So my work's done. My work ends when the first bell goes. My work's done. I just enjoy it. Hopefully, enjoy it.
All right, we look forward to the show. We're going to be there as well. I just want to see what happens. Monday Night Boxing, June the 16th, Warrior Ascent. I just want to wish you and your team all the best for that one.
Thank you so much, Hayden, as always. You'll be there. We don't know in which capacity this time because you're always doing different roles and stuff. Yeah. And it'll be Monday, 16th of June, Youth Day at the Victory Theatre, starting at 1 p.m. So 1 p.m. we're starting. We're going live, and tickets available on our Instagram at Warrior Ascent Promotions. And see everyone there.